The Jogger sounded amazing, and there are definitely things with this film that I thought were done really well, elements that I really enjoyed, but for me, the narrative structure doesn't work. There's too much going back and forth, and I'll talk about that more in a moment. But if you can overlook that, or indeed if you like the narrative structure, I think you might find this to be a decent experience. This was released in 2013. It's directed and written by Jeff Robison and Casey Twenter, with a cast including Derek Phillips, Jason Wiles, Cameron Richardson, Stephen Walters, Zach Lewis, and various others. And it's about somebody who goes out jogging and they are being stalked by somebody dangerous. I love the concept. I thought it sounded fantastic. I thought it was going to be really gripping. Those scenes are fantastic. The scenes when we're out jogging, and it's quite dark, of course, and it's never quite clear what's around the corner. Very atmospheric, very suspenseful, very, very well executed. But for me, it didn't flow very well. It keeps cutting back and forth between the jogging scenes and I guess the rest of the narrative surrounding those scenes. And those scenes do serve a purpose, but for me, I don't love the structure. I don't like the way in which the story was told. Again, if you can get on board with that narrative structure, I think it'll be fine. I think you'll enjoy the experience, because as a narrative, the key plot points, the characters, everything is well executed. It's simply that the way they're delivered, for me, doesn't work very well. There's a bit too much whiplash for my liking, a little bit too much going back and forth, and I just wish the structure had been presented in a different way, and I would have probably really thoroughly enjoyed it, because the good bits are very good. They're intense, they're very well executed. I cared about the characters, I really wanted to know more about what was happening, but I didn't like the way in which the story was told. On the flip side, strong character writing, great performances, good use of lighting, decent camera work, and as I said, the strong bits are very strong. So I'm going to recommend it, but with the caveat that you might not like it if you don't like the narrative structure, but it might appeal to some people. Everybody's tastes are different. Unfortunately, on this occasion, it didn't work with my tastes. I can still appreciate the elements that I did like, so I'm going to recommend it, but proceed with caution if you think your opinion might be similar to mine. But if you're curious, give it a go. Let me know what you think. The good bits are very good. I just wish I enjoyed the film as a whole.